All right, y'all. That's just what the content is telling you what it's all about. My name is Sean Guitar Herald. Y'all probably see me around the web, and this is still kind of new to me with the Haps TV, but I'm doing what I do best is play guitar, and that's what I do. So what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to showcase one of my favorite brands of pedals and processors. Um, I can say they've been making pedals since 1977, and that would be Boss pedals. And it started with the DS1. Um, I haven't dabbled with processors in quite a while, because since my exit with playing with bands in 2018, kind of kind of scrapped all that stuff and focused on more of my solo acoustic gigs in this recent last 3 years or so. But I do want to talk about this cool gadget I love, and I'm so glad that I got it because I miss processors. And now you can have processors in the size of the palm of your hand like this. This is pretty cool. Okay, this is called the Boss Pocket GT Effects Processor. The cool thing about it right out the box, as soon as you take it out the box, it's already fully charged. Number one, no more batteries. Don't have to worry about batteries anymore. Thing stays fully charged for 4 hours. And it's Bluetooth. I'm not going to do the Bluetooth feature today. I'm going to focus more on just the guitar sounds you can actually get out of this thing. And so, as a demonstration, I think you saw on the early part of the video, I showed you I'm using my X Vive U2 guitar wireless system in front of it. Got the audio cable going to my mixer, and the rest is going to be up to me as I tweak and as I go along. So the volume's cranked up, and I got the effects chart in front of me as well. And here's the guitar. This guitar here is a, a very personal, long time. I'm still blown away that I received this. This is a personal gift from one of my customers where I work. They don't sell them. He's been a huge avid Telecaster, modifier and designer and everything. So this guitar is completely made out of parts. It's not a Fender, but it is. I call it the Larry Caster because his name is Larry Wilson, and he designed this and made this specifically for me. So this is a prototype that he made for me that he given to me back in August. No, I'm sorry, in July the 18th. So I hadn't even had a chance to even demonstrate this guitar yet, but you're going to hear it today with the Boss GT. So not going to talk about the guitar. That's another thing. We'll talk about it another time. But anyway, here's what the guitar processor sounds like right out the box. That is just preset number one right out the box. As soon as you turn it on, it says number one. So you have 99 presets right off the bat. And of course, it has a USB attached to it to where you can dump more presets. And you have basically, I think there's nine, one, two, three, four. There's nine empty banks on here as well. So you have nine empty banks. Hang on. Turn the reverb down. Sounds a little echoey here. So you have nine entry banks where you can just kind of just, either you create what you want, and then you put it to, the empty resources right there, or you can just download something from the Boss Tone Central Library. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it sounds it just like Boss, like I always remember. Okay, and that's still just fun with the high gain setting. So the Telly's not known for playing with high gain amplifiers anyway. So I should have done something with humbuckers, but I really wanted to showcase the guitar ability of what it does and when it sounds like a real guitar. I hope everything sounds good because I set the levels the best way I can by sight. And unfortunately, I can't see what you're saying if you're talking right now because I got the camera away from me and I'm just kind of doing a demo. So I hope everything sounds good. But the thing about it is, one thing I want to go to is I've been curious about. I've always been a fan of simulating sounds, and I've been simulating sounds are emulating sounds, I can possibly say technically since about 2002. I never wanted to use amps after a while, so I got frustrated with different tube amps and their sensitivity to current and everything you plug into, and clubs or dive bars with dirty power. So I just got frustrated in the 90s and said, nope, not doing that crap anymore. So I've been making pedal boards, and it started with Sans amp products, which is, I'm still a huge fan of Tech 21 products, but Boss, over the years, they just kept doing it. They kept pushing the envelope, they kept pushing the envelope, they kept evolving the concept to where I had to try it for the last time. It was either going to be the last time I was going to fail completely to figure out how I can make processors work for me in my cover bands and anything after that. So I have been using the Boss ME70 from 2009 when I first got it for almost 12 years. I used that same processor for 12 years. I paid $300 for it, and I used it everywhere. And I even done recording with it. I played in a ton of bands with it, and took it everywhere with me. And then but I just, like I said, I ditched it after 2018. I just didn't have one mess with it. So I'm happy to have this little thing back in my life, and it's kind of fun. All right, and that was just one preset. But the one thing I really wanted to make sure it had was an acoustic simulator. So I'm gonna go to it because I have the chart in front of me of all the presets. So I'm gonna go to preset number 28 and see what it does. And mind you, this is a single coil. It's enough. It's good enough. It's a little twangy for my taste, but I'm pretty sure it probably sound maybe a little bit better with humbuckers. But it gets the job done, so that's all I care about. As long as it simulates, your crowd's not going to really know. You just got to make sure that you adjust your attack and how you play, because you can't really bang on an electric guitar so much like you do on an acoustic, because the strings are heavier and they're made of different kind of alloy. But it's enough to kind of really mess around, just warm it up a little bit. Convincing enough for me, to where I can just kind of just. Good enough for rock and roll. So hey, like I said, as long as it worked, it just take a little, maybe a little bit more minor tweaks with the EQ, and I think you'll have it if you want to use this as an alternative. Because that's one thing I'm really excited about doing, is possibly implementing this in my solo gigs, to where if I feel like I want to just play my electrics once in a while, I can at least get them out the house and don't feel like it sounds funny. Like I said, I think it'll sound better with my Les Pauls or something warmer. But all right, so let's get back to the nitty gritty about this. I'm not going to be in this too long because we got 99 presets. And also, I also wanted to let you know, not only is it made for electric guitar, obviously, but it's made for bass guitar. There is presets from 71 to 90. So looks like they got 20 presets for bass guitar. So it's not just for electric. You can plug your bass into it. I might do that in another session later on, but yeah, I'm happy that I have one device that I can use for all my instruments. And also there's one preset for acoustic guitar. If you have like an acoustic guitar with piezo pickups or whatever like that, they have a preset already, custom for you, to where you want to go to that preset and it might surprise you and warm up whatever you got going on with your preamp for your acoustic guitar. So that could be something really cool too. Now we're back to, I don't know where we're at. Okay, so we're on number 1 originally, so now I'm going to number 2. It's called Deluxe Crunch Sound Bass off the Deluxe. I don't know which Deluxe they're talking about, but we'll see. That sounds cool. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like that British crunch. So it just says deluxe crunch. I don't know what it is, but it sounds good. But it works. Then you have clean. That's a little textury. VO crunch. Let's see. ZZ top. That's cool. I like that. So that's kind of, what is it, number 4? That's what they call VO crunch. Okay, that works. That's called bluesy lead. So it has a tube screamer as a booster. Single, it says it's suitable for single coil, so I'm just right on the money. So that sounds good. Clean metal. Well, tweed. It's gonna be a country metal. Metal on cornbread. That's what it sounds like. Because it's metal on cornbread. Yeah. Well, you know, James Hetfield does play telly, so I remember him doing the, I guess the load and reload era. Bust out a Telecaster for some song or whatever. Running on, and I don't even remember the song anymore. But I just remember him playing the songs. I think it was Unforgiven 2 or something. But he had a Telecaster. That's when they was doing. That's when he cut their hair and everybody went berserk. But it sounds good for fun. All right, so that's modern metal, and it's. Oh, wait a minute. That is the 1959 lead. Yes, I like it. That's more me. That's more my tone. Wow. Okay, I'm digging it. Okay, it's time to switch guitars now. Hang on. I gotta see what this is gonna sound like with my Les Paul. Hang on a second, y'all. Oh, like the buzz. You still have buzz even with, you know, even though this thing is wireless, you still have buzz. Hang on a second, guys. Just a minute. All right, let's see what we got here. Gotta see what it sounds like on my P90s. Check this out. Hold your ears, here we go. Bam. All right. So, that's not good. Turn the switch off a little bit. Thank God I'm doing this myself. If I had a producer, I'd probably drive him nuts by now. So I had to hear it with this. I really did. I had to hear what it's going to sound like with P90s. This is I bought this back in 2018. It's a 2016 production of a Epiphone inspired by 1955 Les Paul Custom with American Gibson PF pickups in both positions. They've got the 50s caps as far as wiring with the electronics and everything, ebony fingerboard. And I love this one. This is really cool. So I'm going to make sure it's tuned up before I do it so I won't drive you nuts. Make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, you can hear with the mic. That's funny. And I think the other tuning was E natural or whatever. Whatever. I'll get there. It's funny when you don't have anything on and you can hear the strings. There we go. Just a little beef here. Oh yeah, it's a little more beefier. And considering this guitar is completely all made of mahogany, the whole body and everything, body and neck and all, so it's all solid mahogany. So I will say that. Okay, so far I definitely dig that one. So now we're gonna go to, it's called '70s lead fuzz. That's what that sounds like. That's what that sounds like. All right, cool. Well, that's cool. They didn't. It says psychedelic rock sound of the late '60s, so it says Hendrix all over it. So let's see what else we got. L.A. Brown. L.A. Brown. Oh yeah, everybody knows what L.A. Brown is. The man himself, the late great Eddie Van Halen. That's what it's supposed to sound like. See how you remember how it goes. Probably a little. It's probably clipping a little bit. I hope not, because I switched guitars. All right, that sounded cool like that. And now we have slap. No, wait a minute. Mild jazz. Let's see. It's definitely jazz. Okay, jazzy. All right, there we go. That's jazzy. All right, so we have mild jazz, slapback crunch. Slapback crunch. Sound like surf music. Let's see, put in the middle. All right, that's what that's for. Nice little slappy sound. Cool. All right. So that's I'm digging that. Now let's see what else here. Big. It's called '70s big lead. Sorry if it's out of tune. I just know I need to change the strings on this bad boy. I've just been lazy. All right, so that's because I stretched it out of tune. It's rusty as they are. No, just kidding. They're not rusty. They've just been on here for a while. So that's a good sound. I definitely like that. My ears are very pleasing to that. Let's see. So 13 big lead. All right, that's cool. Metal. Okay, I'm digging that. How much metal can I do? Metal on P90s. Okay, I'm digging it. Works for me. Ah, haven't played that stuff in a while. That sounds good. I like it. All right, so we got this metal. Yeah, yeah. So basically, you get the idea. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go to number 36, and this is gonna be my last little demonstration of this one. So you get the idea. This is just something that's been on my mind. I've had this thing in the like in my bookcase for like over a week, and I haven't even plugged it in yet. So I will say this, guys. All I can tell you, if you are a guitar player and you're a collector of gadgets like I am, there's two of them I recommend. First of all, if you can find the it's called the Fender Micro Amp, highly recommend getting that one because I don't own any amps anymore. All I own is guitars, lights, and PA, and that's it. And technology. So this is still technology to me. So I have like 4 or 5 headphone amps, and then I have this thing. Right now, I think this is going to be the game changer once again for me. So I like what Boss has always been doing for the last few decades for musicians like myself that want to kind of, work on a budget and they don't have a lot of money to go buy like obnoxious and thousands and millions of dollars worth of gear. And you can find something right here for like under 300 bucks. So kudos to Boss for putting this out once again for musicians like myself. So I want to find the one clean setting, and then we're going to wrap it up. So do appreciate you, whoever's out there. But this is, like I said, this is for me doing what I do, and just remind people that I love to play. So I sell guitars for a living, and I play guitars for my own personal music therapy, and that's what I like. So yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, nice. So that sound, since a lot of my musical friends out there plays guitars, and they're kind of, we all got gas, gear acquisition syndrome. They know that Boss and Roland are the same entity, same companies and stuff. So they put the Roland JC120 Clean, a very very famous 120-watt solid state chorus amplifier they put out back in the mid 70s. I love it. Hmm. All right, I dig it. That's awesome. So, okay, I can't get any more higher than this. Let's see. It has chorus 1959. Do one more. I'm gonna call it out. Ah, I like it. 38. It's chorus 1959, so it's a driven sound of the MS 1959 with chord. I like it. It's like 80s rock. Definitely sound like hair metal. That's definitely it. Hey man, all I can tell you is I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me a little bit. So I don't do this too often. Those that know me and they, like I said, I sell guitars for a living and I play guitars, up the road, entertaining the masses at restaurants where I live. And that's still my own personal joy. So whenever I get the idea for me to go live stream, I guarantee it's a huge leap for me to do this. Just so you know. So it leaves me out there, leaves me exposed, leaves me vulnerable. And sometimes I guess I got to do that. So I do appreciate you guys listening. And I hope everything came out good. And this is your Monday motivation. This is my boss demonstration at the same time. I get to showcase some of my guitars and stuff. So I do appreciate you guys listening. And I catch you guys next time around. Peace. I'm out.